Hello everyone, welcome to this new video which is basically a continuation of one of my previous videos in which I showed you how we can create a chatbot kind of interface on the Wikipedia's content. Now what I have done in this video is continuing from that video. um, I implemented this feature for any web page. So you take any web page and you get to chat with it. You get to ask questions from the content of that web page. Okay, so this particular technology, I realized that it would make more sense to, instead of having a Flask server, uh, to have some sort of extension which we can click on, and then from there we can play with it and play with any web page and ask questions from it. So what I did was, I did not create this time a Flask interface as I did in the previous lecture in the chat with Wikipedia demo. What I did was, I created an extension. As you can see, this is the extension. So this image that you see, this icon that you see on the extension, is something that I have downloaded from the internet. So this is something that I would like to call out. So what it does is, it allows us to ask questions on from the content of the website. Okay, of whatever web page that we are exploring. So let me demo it by asking question from this web page only. And okay, so first of all, let me ask questions. So let's say, what is page chat assistant? Okay, so I'm asking questions based on what is being displayed here, right? So if I hit send here, so it will wait for some time. So yeah, so you can see the response. So page chat assistant is a Chrome extension that lets you chat about the content of any web page in a sidebar. Okay, it uses AI to provide contextual answers based on the, so it is working, right? So this is what I want to show you. And I want to briefly talk about, if any of you is not familiar with Chrome extensions, because I mostly talk about Flask apps on my channel. So how do Chrome extensions work? So the idea is pretty simple. If you have worked with Flask, if you have worked with JavaScript, idea is very simple. What we do is, we create this manifest.json file, and this file basically has all the different configurations that this particular extension is going to have. It will have all the like script files and what all URLs this extension can accept. Okay, so all these things are laid out here, and all the other things like HTML and JSS and CSS are something that you would be quite familiar with already if you are into web development, and if you have been developing these web applications. Okay, now how do we run it? Because for a web page, there are several options to run it. We can either open the HTML directly in the browser, that is to load a static files. But if we are having a server kind of setup, we can obviously use tools like Flask and Django. But for with Chrome extension, there is a different option. So you open a Chrome, you open your Chrome browser, and you type uh, uh, Chrome and extension. So if you type this, you will look at this page, and you might be seeing two extensions that I'm using here: Google Docs Offline and Screen Recorder. But there is one more extension that I have loaded here right now from my directory. So how can we load it? Notice here, I have switched on a developer mode here, right? So this is required to load your own extensions from your own local files. So if I switch off it, let's say, you will see it says this particular extension is not safe. Because see, when a extension is downloaded from the web store directly, then there are a lot of checks which are done to ensure that it is safe. But for a extension which is built locally, it is saying that it may be unsafe, right? So you switch on this, and then you do load unpacked, And when you click on load unpacked, you open the directory where this manifest.json file is, and if you select this folder, this particular extension will be installed, and then from there you can from the list of extensions you can load it. You can see right now I'm able to see two extensions, page chat assistant and screen recorder. Okay, so page chat assistant I have pinned here, that is why I'm able to see it right here. Okay, so this was the idea. Now what I have done here is I have provided you full code of this entire thing, and what you need to do is you just need to either clone it or fork it, whatever you wish to do. So you clone it, and then only one piece of advice, or I would say thing that I would like to mention here is that in the popup.js file there is a place where you can set the API key. Now which API key I'm talking about here? I'm talking about the Gemini API key. So I'm using Gemini API to get this app taking the context of the web page and asking questions on that context. Okay, so this is the step that you need to do, and then you are good to go. Okay, so the only requirement is that you need to provide this API key and you are good to go. Okay, and then I think yeah, that's it that I wanted to talk about. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel if you love to see more of such type of contents. Thank you so much.